We're going down south with two guys who know it best. Welcome, Marty Smith and Ryan McGee. Now, Marty, let's start with you. You were at Alabama's practice this morning. What were your impressions?
Victoria, good afternoon. It's interesting to me that I feel like there's a misconception because Kalen DeBoer's natural disposition is far more calm than Nick Saban's unbridled intensity, that Alabama's practices now are just tiddlywinks and touch football. Let me tell you, that could not be further from the truth. That is completely inaccurate. I was in practice all morning this morning, and it was extremely spirited. The Tide looked very good. Jalen Milroe has such tremendous command of the offense that Coach DeBoer wants him to run. He looked fantastic today throwing the deep ball. And I will tell you, in terms of interest surrounding this game, we all know that Donald Trump will be there on Saturday afternoon, but the media interest far eclipses even the Texas game here 1 year ago, and there will be 17 different NFL franchises represented by 23 different scouts on Saturday evening here in Alabama as Georgia comes calling. I just spoke a few moments ago with Jam Miller, the running back for the Crimson Tide, and he kind of grinned and said, "Oh yeah, this is the biggest game of the season." Of course it is. That's what they say here in Alabama. Let's head over to Athens where my guy McGee is with the Dogs. Sir?
Yeah, man. So all these people in this building where I am, they wish they had had the access that you had this morning to that Alabama practice because, yes, the opponent is familiar. Yes, they have played in every gigantic game it feels like for the last decade, but they don't really know this coaching staff. And I asked Kirby Smart about that. I said, is that weird? Because this is his mentor, Nick Saban, who he had a very difficult time beat him once ever. And he said, it's not weird, it's just a lot of different work. So now what you're doing is, if you were the staff here at Georgia, you're not just watching film of this team after 3 games. You're also watching film of 2 years at Washington. You might be digging into the Fresno State reels. You're doing everything you can to look for tendencies. But at the end of the day, as Kirby Smart said to me, listen, Jalen Milroe, Marty, that quarterback you just mentioned, he's still the guy under center. He still is the captain of explosive plays. We know that guy. We know how dangerous he can be, so you know how to prepare for that. Victoria, they know the opponent. They just don't know the bosses that well yet.
Well, you guys are great bosses over there because nobody does it like Marty and McGee. We love you both. Thank you so much, fellas. We appreciate you. Now, Alabama and Georgia have dominated conference play since 2014 with a combined 150 total wins. Both undefeated at 3-0, coming off a bye week and looking forward to their 11th meeting in Tuscaloosa. 5 of their last 6 showdowns have had SEC or national titles on the line, so no doubt we should expect fireworks this Saturday. All right, let's talk Georgia, Alabama. And Sam, what's on the line for this game?
It's respect. At the end of the day, respect is on the line. Alabama, when Nick Saban left, there was a lot of talk about how, well, they're going to fall off because the greatest coach in college football, one of the greatest coaches, is no longer there. But if you listen to the players at Alabama talk, whether it was at SEC Media Day when Tyler Booker was saying we're not going to listen to the rat poison, or you listen to any Jalen Milroe, listen to them talk, this game is still about respect. And so what I think is on the line more than anything is the fact that can this Alabama team still not only win, but be dominant even without their head coach, Nick Saban? I think the answer is yes, but the answer is still to be determined.
You know, Sam, I'll tell you what isn't at stake here, and that's elimination from the college football playoff. So we can remove that out of the equation because I don't think there's any issue with that as it relates to this ball game. What I do think, and it's, to further your point, if you're on this Alabama football team, you're a player. There's got to be a part of you that wants to prove that you can beat Georgia without Nick Saban on the sideline. And maybe there's a small part of Kalen DeBoer that feels that same way. He's got a long-standing history of success, a long-standing history of playing in and winning big games. And quite honestly, they have the most dynamic player on the field between both teams in quarterback Jalen Milroe. So I think this is going to be very interesting from a personal pride standpoint for the University of Alabama locker room.
And if you look at different levels of leadership in business, there's level 4 leadership and level 5 leadership. Level 4 leadership says, hey, when I'm the guy at the helm, I have success. But when I leave, all of a sudden the team is in shambles. Level 5 leadership says, when I'm at the helm, I have success. But when I leave, our team still has success. I think that's what Nick Saban has built at Alabama, this level 5 sense of leadership. Even though he's gone, I think that Alabama, at least they have shown they can still have success. So more than anything, it's this reminder of, hey, we are Alabama. We're not only Nick Saban, whether it's Tyler Booker, whether it's Jalen Moore, whether it's Malachi Moore, Parker Brailsford, who transferred from Washington. That's the proof that they want to show, is that it doesn't matter who's coaching us, we're the ones who control the outcome of the game.
Well, and they have with Georgia, because I just want to wrap up with this quick note. The Bulldogs are 45-2 since the start of the 2021 season, with both losses coming against Alabama.